Good afternoon, everyone. While we're talking about superpowers, I think we will again have to begin the topic with pop culture and whatever introduction we've had with superpowers since our childhood with Marvel and DC Universe. And personally, if I were allowed to have a superpower, I would choose teleportation. I will let you know a very minuscule reason for the same. I have a great issue reaching class on time, and those 5 minutes from the hostel to MCR feel like a burden to me. So I think if I were allowed the superpower of teleportation, I could reach the class on time every day. So yes, sorry for the short-sightedness, but that's how far my thoughts go right now. And I'll pass on the mic to the next panelist now.
It's okay. Now you make me think that I should also have think about some country.
That's how the word superpower I'm used to.
So again, I always thought that I want this power. Like I would like to read minds of people, and I think that's the coolest power. That because there is a lot of advantage of it. Personally, for example, I would know what my professor is gonna set the paper, right? Also, it would be like really easy to come here, understand others. Especially, it will be really helpful if I'm in a client-facing role and I know what my client wants, rather than having that to and fro conversation. There's miscommunication, so it would be really easy to know what my customer, my client would want. And again, I think for some folks, especially for introverts, it's really hard to express themselves. So it is, again, I think I'm a good listener, so that would also come in good advantage for me. So yeah, that's the superpower I would like to have.
Looks like you're looking for one thing that makes you feel powerful, right? So
Yeah.
you want to read people's mind,
Yes.
so that okay.
Good afternoon, sir. First of all, like when we talk about superpower, we should not be limited to just the comic books we read, all the superheroes we read. In real life, people also have superpowers. We have seen around us a lot of examples. Just last week, I was watching this movie, 12th Fail, and then there's this guy.
I heard a lot of good reviews about
Yeah,
this.
sir,
My wife has watched it, but
it's a brilliant movie, sir. You must watch it. Last week, I was watching that movie, and I felt that a guy who comes from such a humble beginnings and the basics that he was taught in his childhood, the things he learned from his parents, from his school. Even after all those difficulties, he came to Delhi and prepared for UPSC for 4 years, failed 3 times, and yet he was able to conquer his dreams. That's also kind of superpower that we humans have, and there are a lot of such examples throughout this world in the past, and in the future we'll also have such examples: athletes, politicians, actors, a lot of people who do a lot of volunteer work, and all those people. Those are also kind of superpowers that we must talk about.
Regarding this topic, I would like to talk about, is it possible for us in the future to have superpowers? So if we consider the evolution of human beings, and if we see that if our genes are mutated in the future, it is possible to get some superpowers. Not as good as the ones in movies, but maybe like having a better brain, maybe being more intelligent than normal people and all that. And regarding my own superpower, I would like adaptation and evolution, similar to this, like faster evolution. Like if I'll have to work for my powers, but there is no limit in the potential that I have. I would like that kind of power.
I guess I need to pick one, right? It's a very interesting thing that we want to know what's going in everyone's mind, right? You're also very keen at what I'm thinking, right? That's what it is. But do you think life will be a fun if you know what's going in everyone's mind?
No, it won't be, because there will be many drawbacks to that. If someone is thinking negative about you, but I think that's how you should. Like for example, even without that, you always know bad things, but you have to filter those things. If even with any power, you will always have something drawback, but you gotta work on the positive things on it. You should utilize that only, and you should learn how to.
So that's, if you have to think positive, that means it doesn't really matter what's going in everyone's mind. So you just think positive. If you actually know and it's going negative in his or her mind,
No, like negative in sense that's something that is negative to me, that I cannot help. For example, let's say um, I know someone is going through something and there's nothing I can help, or someone is saying something, bad to me, about me, then that is not something.
Okay, let's change the top little bit. I have a dog at home,
Okay.
and there are times when she's staring at me, I'm staring at her, and actually I'm constantly thinking what's going in her mind.
Yeah.
Right? Have you ever experienced it?
Yes.
But by the way, these days artificial intelligence is going to help you to know what is the dog talking, what is
But
dog
yeah,
saying.
that's when your power can be useful to test if that artificial intelligence is really giving accurate results or not.
I'm told these days there are algorithms being written where if I'm a professor, through the eye, I can read the eyes of various students and actually know who is thinking what. Uh, those are the tools that are coming in these days, artificial intelligence tools, to actually read through your eyes or your facial expression as to what you're going through. It may not be fully accurate, but I think maybe in our own lifetime we'll see that. So hopefully your desire will be met soon.
Yeah.
By then you won't have a professor, you will become the professor yourself.
Yeah.